Welcome back. I am so glad that you're here. We are finishing off the Cassia Leotard, my favorite leotard to make and teach. Actually, no, they're all my favorites, but I'm just sharing the Cassia with you because I find that it's really versatile. It's got the gorgeous front back with the teardrop down through the front, and you've got two options to make in the bottom. You've got the butterfly design with the ruching down through the bottom, and you can swap that out if you don't want that and put the thong in if you wanted a little bit more skin grip, or if you wanted to have a little bit more of a sexiness to it. Both bottoms are really gorgeous and sexy, so I guess it really depends on your vibe. So today we're going to learn all about how to apply the straps. They're just really bra straps with sliders and also some O-rings. And yeah, oh, and there's one other thing you're going to learn, and that is how to put like a little butterfly clasp that will go up around through the back of the neck. And it's adjustable on either side, so you don't get like that achy neck with halter neck designs. So I made that just so that it's a little bit more customizable for my dancers, because every day is different. Like your body's different, your neck is different, so sometimes you need a little bit more ease inside the straps. Oh my god, my cat has decided to meow, so you can probably hear him in the background. He'll probably come in soon, so we'll just let him visit us when he does. But other than that, that's what we're going to cover today. Now, as always, if you've got any questions that you'd like to know, please feel free to drop comments below. This is part 3, so I will put the links to part 1 and part 2 also in the description so that you can start actually from part 1. So if you've just landed here, this is part 3. Check the little links down below and then you can access part 1 and part 2. So part 1, I go in, like deep in, on how to cut sequins, what kind of sequins I use, the fabric, the lining, all that kind of stuff. And then in part 2, we literally chunk it out, like we go for gold and we create the whole base. So today we're finishing it and we're applying the straps and the little clasp in the back of the neck so that it's adjustable and easy to wear. Now if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do. It would make me so happy knowing that my content is delivering value to you, helping you create a wardrobe for yourself and empowering yourself through the art of making your own clothes, and not just giving all your power and all your money to all the factories out there, because that's essentially what's happening in the world. And we just want to have power over creating our own clothes and our own identity as well, and image. And I think that really does come from the power of knowing how to make your own clothes. So I'm here to inspire you, and I would just love one thing from you, and that's a like, a subscribe, a comment, or a share, which would be absolutely phenomenal. Thank you so much and enjoy the tutorial. All right, are you ready to complete your baby? Okay, so you would have secured all your rings on, and there's my 2 little straight stitches on either side, and I've done 2 straight stitches on each and every other ring as well, including the bottoms here. So they're all done. That's all done. This whole part is done. Now we're just going to move on to the scrunch bum detail. So we're going to go into this little hole and we're going to pull out very gently, not too forcefully, just really gently, just pull out that elastic. Perfect. Okay, so now we've exposed the elastic. We're then going to do a zigzag stitch along this elastic here whilst gently pulling it, okay? So you'll put the elastic up here, the stitch there, the stitch will start there and go all the way down following the elastic. You may have a few goes of that before you get it right. Okay, so this is it. This is all secure. She's all done. And as you can see, it's a little bit of ruching, and I've closed off with a straight stitch on the hole, and I've cut the elastic a little bit on the inside so you can see where it ends, and then I've done a straight stitch over the top here. And now we're all ready to go and put the straps on. Look how beautiful that is. It's like the perfect little butterfly. Love, love, love. All right, so practicing that on just normal fabric is probably your best bet to see and feel your way through this magical piece of weaponry, okay? So now we're just going to put the straps in. I've cut my straps so that we're all ready to go, and we're going to do, here is the neck clasp, and we've got our rings for the back as well, and then we've got our sliders. All right, so we're just going to start off with putting the sliders on all of our strap elastics. All the measurements for everything is in the directions manual, so if you get stuck, go to your directions manual and you'll see all the measurements clearly lined out for you. Because if you message me and say, where are all the measurements? I will just say, check your directions manual. So you've got your slider on, and it's like a centimeter tail there. And I'm just going to do 2 straight stitches and a zigzag stitch. So this is just the first part of the process of making straps. So you just get your strap into your sliders, a 1 centimeter little tail folded over, and then you'll do 2 straight stitches and a zigzag. And just do this for all of your straps, your neck, your back, and also the straps for your hip area as well. I'm just focusing on the straps around the neck and also the back area in this particular section of the video. But you would just follow the same process for your hips. So you've got those on, and then you will go and do your stitches, a straight right here, and then a straight next to it, and then a zigzag stitch. And that will keep it nice and secure, nice and firm. And this is what it looks like when you've done the stitches. Now for your neck piece, I have got I think you call this like a little butterfly clip, because it looks like a little butterfly. And I'm placing the strap up and then over on itself, on itself on the strap, going underneath 1 bar of the slider, over the middle bar, and then under the 3rd bar. And that is your bra strap, but this is just for the neck. And then we're going up again, and then we're going on itself underneath the 1st bar, over the middle bar, and under the 3rd bar. Okay, so that is for your neck, which is adjustable, so you shouldn't get any neck strain or anything like that. Okay, so then we're attaching it here onto the neck piece, and it can get a little bit tight here with all the straps, so just kind of work with it, persevere with it, and you're going to use, again, 2 zigzag stitches and, 2 straight stitches and a zigzag stitch. Look, if you go ahead and do zigzag stitches and that's your preference, just do that as well. So remember, like, I'm giving you the blueprint and it's up to you to kind of, make it your own. I'm securing these with a bulldog clip, and then I'll go in and secure it with my stitches. And again, use the stitches that feel right for you. For me personally, it's 2 straight and 1 zigzag. Or sometimes it's just 2 straight stitches. Okay, there we are. I have got my stitches in place, and the adjustable sliders that are going to be there to make it more comfortable around the neck. All the measurements are in the directions manual. And then we can work on securing the strap through the back. And you will grab your 2 straps here. So I'm placing one through the side ring, so it goes up as you get it in there. And it goes up and then back on itself under the first bar, over the middle bar, and then under the third bar, just like we did on the neck. We're going to do that for the other side of the side boob area. Placing your strap in through the ring and then back on itself. It goes under the first bar. Pull that through, over the middle bar, and then under the third bar. Perfect. That's all done. And then you will secure that with a bulldog clip, and you will secure that with your stitches. My preference is 2 straight stitches and a zigzag stitch, and you do either that or choose another stitch that you're comfortable to do. So everything's nice and secure. I love my bulldog clips. They're just the best things to create magic with. So straight, straight, zigzag. Straight, straight, zigzag. And she's done. She's so pretty. All done. Nice and neat and secure. And then there's a slider, so it's adjustable throughout the back, keeping everything in place, making sure that you're comfortable and it fits like second skin. And then we've got our neck area as well. And then we're going to move down to this area. And we're moving on to the hip straps. Again, we're making the hip straps like we did on the neck and behind the back. And again, I will remind you that the measurements for the hip straps are also in your directions manual as well. So you just place it through, you do exactly what you did on your neck and your back straps, threading through the strap onto your slider, underneath the first bar, over the middle bar, underneath the third bar, have a little 1 centimeter tail, and then you will thread it through the ring and do all of that stuff that I taught you. And then you will secure it to the place on the leotard that is best suited to you and to your client. Do a zigzag stitch. I do 2 zigzag stitches to secure that into place. Here we are. And again, preference to where you want the strap, just make sure that it's in alignment with each other. I fold my leotard in half to make sure that the 2 straps are even and they match up with each other. But again, it's very personal preference as to where you want the straps. It could be low, it could be high. Yeah, so it's ask your client questions if you're making it for someone. And if it's you can try it on and see where it fits the best. And if it doesn't fit the best, then you can just follow this video. I've counted inches. Let's count inches here for my client. She is wearing a size small. So I'm just going to count the squares. making sure that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 squares. And making sure that those 8 inches match up with the 8 inches on the other side. And you're good to go. And she's ready. You just sew those straps on and she's complete. Let's take a look. There she is. This is what the finished product looks like. It's up to you whether you want to apply crystals onto the edges of the leotard and onto the straps, but she's ready to turn heads. Fully supportive, a little bit of cleavage, fully tapered in. It gives you that cinched in waist look. And then you've got the adjustable straps on the top hip or the waist, wherever you want your straps to be. And then you've got the adjustable straps through the back here. I'll put crystals on that later. And then through the side back area, I'll put some crystals as well. All adjustable. And how cute is the bum? Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Obsessed. I cannot wait to see what you make as well. I just can't get enough of this fabric. And look at the lines, like it really accentuates the legs, plenty of skin grip through the back. It's just such a dreamy leotard. So there you are. You've made your Cassia Leotard. And I cannot wait to see yours on the stage and on you and possibly on your clients too.